Hi, it's Anne here, and today is my first update for my Partners in Cream project pan for 2024. This is the first year that I am doing this project, but this project has been going on, I think, for like it's been going on for a while. I was gonna say 5 years, I don't know, I'm guessing. I know it's been going on for a long time, and the quick summary is it's a rolling project pan. Updates are the 10th of every month. I'm gonna be a little bit late with this one. 3 to 5 products that are all cream or liquid products because we know that those ones expire faster than our powder products. So let's get into the update. I feel like this project is going really well for me. My first item is the Tower 28 Bronzino Illuminating Cream Bronzer in West Coast. And like, we're skirting the edges with this one now. I said about this project before that I'm not doing like photos, but I'll like grab a screenshot from my last video and kind of throw it on the side here so you can see like we're getting pretty thin on this guy. It's real thin down like on this one side right here. Definitely very, very thin there. So really, really happy with how this product is moving along. If I really wanted to, I could probably finish this by the next update. But I'm not forcing myself to do that. I'm using it a little more organically. And I also have my bronzer in my regular project pan, my Pan That palette. So like there's lots of options here. We can mix and match. So at the beginning of the year, this product was 36.19 grams. It's now 35.77 grams. That's a difference of 0.42 grams. The next product I have in this project is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter in the shade Too Fair. I didn't mark it because it's getting hard to sort of mark this product. Hopefully you can kind of see like where my last mark is. Like it's definitely way down here somewhere, but it's kind of all stuck to the sides. It's low enough now that I feel like I need to pull the stopper, I think, to finish this up. Again, I could probably easily finish this up by the next update. If that happens, that happens. I won't force it, but if it happens, awesome. If not, that's okay too. I'm not gonna be mad about it. But yeah, it's pretty low. I actually didn't feel like I used this a whole lot. I could have used it a bit more, but I was just focusing on different things. And for some reason I decided to like not use this as much as I had like when I was using it in my regular project pan last year. So I did slow down on using this, I feel like a little bit. But yeah, we're just gonna continue on with this guy and try and finish it up. It'll either be finished next update or the one after that. At the beginning of the year, this was 30.46 grams. It's now 29.83 grams. That is a difference of 0.63 grams. Next up is a blush that I put in this project, and it's the Merit Blush in Beverly Hills. Now, I did realize that I have 10 cream or liquid blushes. So what I've decided to do is I'm gonna do one blush a month. I think this project is like, it's a rolling. I can continue to keep doing it. But if I did it to the end of the year, that's 11 months, like to December 10th, I think. I don't know. Anyway, 11 or 12, whatever. I can't remember if there's like overlap there. My brain has not mentally figured that out yet. But obviously 10 is less than like the full year. So I'll either reuse one or use one for 2 months or like bring back one at the end of the year. I haven't really decided yet. We'll do that when we come across it. But yeah, I will be rolling this out and rolling a new one in. I do really enjoy this blush. It's a really, really natural, easy blush to wear every day. Fairly neutral, not too pink, not too peach. I would definitely repurchase this particular shade. I do really like this formula, and yeah, I would repurchase this particular shade for sure. So, beginning of the year, this was 23.65 grams. It's now 23.45 grams. That's a difference of 0.2 grams. There's always a bit of a dud in a project, and this is my dud. And it's not dud in bad, it's dud in I just didn't really get around to use this. And I realize now kind of why. Well, one reason is it's pretty blingy. It's the Stila Magnificent Metals eyeshadow in Kitten. And you can see it's pretty blingy, pretty glowy, but we already have a good size pan in there. I have only used this a handful of times. I realize this is competing with my no pan in every palette. No pan left behind, so like using every pan in my palettes that I have for my no pan left behind. Plus I pulled quite a few eyeshadow things in my deck of panning project, and it just everything kind of collided, and I was like, oh, that was dumb. I try and remember in a lot of projects to not do too many things in one category, because then you sort of like cannibalize yourself and you can't like get much progress on certain products because you're using too many products in the same category. I hope that makes sense. And this, I think that's one of the reasons why this kind of like fell by the wayside. And it's also, again, pretty blingy, so it wasn't one I was drawn to using compared to some of the other items. So I think I'm going to keep this in one more month, and then we'll see. Then we'll maybe mix it up and just throw something in. Again, when I introduced this, I wasn't planning on finishing this. I just wanted to get a bit more use out of it. And I do have a fair number of like cream liquid type eyeshadows that I can rotate through. So again, kind of using this like my blush category, that I might just rotate through a few more of those. Maybe not one every month, but maybe like one every 2 months, just to get use on the particular product, but then also use over a number of products. So when I introduced this, it was 8.32 grams. It's now 8.31 grams. That's a difference of 0.01 grams. And then the last product I've been working on, the 5th product I have, is the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow. So this one has been one of my oldest lip glosses, and I'm really glad I threw this in the project. This has met my expectations. I don't want to say exceeded, but one of the things I thought about with picking this is it's a bit more of a thicker lip gloss, so you're going to see more progress compared to, like, I've tried to pan lip oils before, and those are really hard when they're really thin because you really don't go through a lot of product. But this guy's doing real good. So hopefully you can see the original mark there that I have on the side, and then the new mark just below it. It's probably a little higher than that because it didn't fully settle when I marked it this morning. Because it was in my bag, but I feel like that's pretty good. I feel like that's pretty settled, and I feel like when you kind of look at the length of this, how much did I use, you can kind of mentally like, oh yeah, okay, I should finish this by the end of the year, as long as I'm continuing to be consistent with using it at the pace I am using it. And I wouldn't say I'm like hammering away at this. I'm using it fairly organically. I would say the only thing that's maybe not organic for me is I've mostly only been using this lip gloss. I still use some other lip glosses here and there, but mostly I've been focusing on this guy, which I don't mind. I really like it. Talked about this before though. I don't know if I would repurchase this. It's a maybe. But I feel like there's other lip glosses I like just a bit better, and for the price as well. So when I introduced that last month, it was 53.13 grams. That's not the number it is at all. My brain flipped those. 35.13 grams. It is now 34.39 grams. That's a difference of 0.74 grams. And then to replace the blush with a new blush, we're going to roll in this guy. It's the blush I'm wearing today. It's very subtle, but I think I'm really going to enjoy this for, talking about this a lot, back in the office, looking for more like natural looks. This is a super natural blush, and I feel like it looks well with makeup as well as like no makeup days, if that makes sense. Like if I have really nothing on my face, I can still throw this on. Even with like today I have a full face of makeup on, I can throw this on. This also will kind of mix and match good with my like Pan That Palette blushes and my Project Pan blush. So that's kind of why I feel like this is going to be a really good one. And I also picked this one for this month because it's fairly light, and like I'm at my palest right now. So this blush actually does show up on me. I know once it gets summertime, it doesn't show up quite as nicely. And I have other blushes that are like brighter or punchier that I want to use in the warmer months. So I feel like this one's more appropriate for like the colder months. So I don't know if I gave the actual official name of this. This is the Juicy Pang Blusher in PK03 Guava. So yeah, and it's a liquid. It's a really interesting, like it looks like a nail polish, but it's not, it's a blush. So yeah, it's straight up like a nail polish bottle. It is an older like liquid blush. I don't have exactly how many liquid and cream blushes I have. I have 10. It's not a whole lot, but a lot of them are newer. This is one of the older ones that I do have. Yeah, this one's a month. I got this November 2021, and this is from December 2021. So this one's older than the Merit one. It might be the second oldest one I have. I think the Quo one I have is the oldest, and I think it was around the same year, 2020. So I don't think I have any that are pre-2020 for cream or liquid blushes. So yeah, that's going to be the new blush that we're going to roll in, and we're going to roll out this Merit blush. So yeah, that's my first update for my Partners in Cream project. I'm really happy with this project. I'm really happy to have finally joined it this year. I really enjoy this project in terms of its theming and its style. It's an easily approachable project. So like if you don't do a lot of panning or you want to get into panning, I feel like this is a great gateway project. It's not overwhelming, and you're using products that like you do want to get through and use up because they probably will go bad before a lot of your other beauty items. So yeah, if you like this update, feel free to give a little thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.